If you find today's video of any help to you at all, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. But welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. Now today's video is going to be part one of 2 reviews I'm doing on this, the Smart Garden. And that's because today's episode is more going to be about getting it open, seeing how easy it is to get set up, and then looking at some stats and some data about this device to see how good it is. My final review, part 2, will be about how well it's actually grown the stuff I'm about to put in it. Because, obviously, if you're buying a Smart Garden, you want to know how well it works, essentially. And I'll get on to what it does and why it does it very, very shortly. But let's start off by getting this open. Now, if you're watching this straight away, obviously part 2 won't be up. But if you're watching this a couple of weeks from when I've shot this, which is in May 2019, then I may have already done part 2, which I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check that out yourselves. But let's dive in and get it open to see how well or how easy it is to set up. Okay. Well, it doesn't come out of this very easy. Oh, this is a bad start. Right, there we go. Okay, box over there. What have we got in here? Aha, some pods. This is what I plug into this to make it work. So what do I need to get it going? Okay, this looks really, really straightforward. Okay, let's take this out first. It's got lots of instructions written around in the box, all over the place. Okay, what does it say in here? Oh no, these are facts. The largest strawberry was grown in Japan. How big was it? 3 inches high. 3 inches? That's like that. That's a big strawberry. Okay, nice little facts. Right, that can go over there for now, and let's get this carrying on. So on here, this particular one, this Smart Garden, comes with basil, edible basil. You can get a bunch of other pods, tomatoes as well, but this is basil. So that is what comes with it, and that's what we'll be growing. Anything else in here? Remove your refills from this box. No. Okay. Right, instructions. Actually, let's get this open as well. Okay, this looks a bit more confusing than I anticipated. There's a few more attachments in there. Lamp arm extensions. Aha! Okay. Aha, that makes sense. And these are to extend the lamp, so you can get this a lot higher. And then if you're growing a bigger vegetable, you can light that. No, that's quite cool. Okay, right, instructions. Welcome to your garden. Insert the refills. Remove the refills from the package. Is it really going to be this easy? Should I be doing this? Okay, inside here there appears to be some lumps of dirt. Okay, so I think already the basil is inside that. Right, okay. This is going to get messy, I think. Like that. Okay, that's easy. That's easy enough. Okay. I think I just put one of these in here like this. Right. Don't know. Put that on. Like that. Put that back in. Not sure if that was supposed to come out or not. There we are, that's back in. That's this is a naming tag, I think. So you can write your little name on there. That's quite a good idea. Oh, that is a good idea. Okay, right, I'm starting to learn about this as I go along, but these tags, I think, yeah, you can write a name on that, and apparently these are machine washable. So you can stick them through the wash once you're done. Right, okay, well I know all of this is going to be basil, so let's pop the rest back in here then. For this, I'm gardening from my desk. I never thought I'd be saying that I am currently gardening from the Stu's Reviews desk. But then again, we are living in the future. Those three are in. Okay, name your plants. I'm not going to do that because I know what they are. Add the domes. Put a dome over each capsule. This helps create a greenhouse effect. Okay, so little dome on there. So I've got here inside this little bit like a little floaty thing, and I think as I fill this up, it will, that's going to float up. Right, I need some water. This is exciting. Okay. Is this right? We're doing this correct? I don't know. I have no idea if this is correct or not. Okay, plug in the garden. Right, I'm pretty much done now, I think. I guess once you're used to doing this would take seconds to plant some new stuff. You just pop the pods open and pop the pods back in. Oh, wow, that is bright. That is very bright. That is very bright indeed. Well then, is it warm? I'll give it a minute. Okay. Your garden will start running the minute you plug it in. To make sure the lamp isn't bright when you sleep, plug your garden in during the morning. This will set the lamp's automatic cycle of 16 hours on, 8 hours off to your waking hours. Okay, so apparently it's got a cycle on there as well. So that is very bright indeed. Well, I'm not currently plugging this on in the morning, but apparently this does have a cycle to turn off for 8 hours, or dims it for your 8 hours. Not too much of a problem for me because I'm not going to sleep with this in the room. That's going to go somewhere else. But that was easy. And that's it. Well, do you know what? That's cool. Yeah, I like this. Do you know what? This sort of thing really is the future. So with that said, now that this is up and running, let's take a little bit of a closer look at how this all works. This is the Click and Grow Smart Garden 3, and what I like to call the future of agriculture. No, I don't mean big tractors and farm machinery, but the kind of agriculture that can be accessible to everyone. Think of it as your own mini garden that takes up no space, takes up none of your time, can be placed anywhere you want, and can give you a sustainable crop in just 1 month. The way this works is by simply ordering a pod from Click and Grow, placing it in the Smart Garden and leaving it to grow under the LED light. This is a low power lamp, but it makes sure your plants get the optimal amount of light needed, even in the darkest of houses, and it also grows with your plant, meaning that you can have enough room for tall plants like tomatoes. This version fits 3 plants, with larger versions also available. This to me is a huge leap for giving people the freedom to grow their own vegetables, free of pesticides, plant hormones and other harmful substances used in today's farming methods. I can't wait to see and taste the basil that comes out of this one. As I said right at the very beginning, this is just part 1 of a 2-part review. You've seen me unbox it, you've seen how easy it is to set up, and you've also had a quick look at the stats on why this type of device is going to be the future of gardening. But for now, all we can do is wait. Wait for these to grow, and I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching, and if you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Like I said, if you're watching this past July, then there may be a part 2 already available in the description below. Check that out if you will, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. Before you go, consider supporting me on my Patreon page by clicking here. It'll give you some great discounts on stuff I've reviewed and helps me to continue doing reviews. If you want to see some fun stuff, click here to see the highlights of Stu's Reviews. And as a friendly reminder, click this button to subscribe.